You press the button?
Yep.
I will say something to the people then.
Well,
be welcoming and pleasant and exciting and dynamic.
Actually, have we got our microphones on? Have you got your microphone on?
Just stand there and stare.
Good morning, everybody. We are just checking that we are all connected and connecting to the local groups. Good morning, everybody. Yes, we have sound. So, happy Friday, everybody. Good morning. Sorry we are late. I did post to say that I was stuck in traffic. It's taken me over an hour to get to work, and it normally takes me about 15-20 minutes max because the M5 has been closed because of flooding. And it has a massive knock-on effect on all the local roads. Excuse me. And then the little back link road that I would normally sneak up into, there was a car accident that happened just as I got there, and so everybody was being made to sort of turn around in a narrow lane. So it's all been fun and games, and I just had to sort of sit in the car and resign myself, and was listening to some Beatles tracks and things and singing my heart out. And I've decided the day is the sort of day that you just stay in, you eat Danish pastries until you look like one, which would be a delight, and drink coffee and listen to jazz hands type music all day. Oh, and paint. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So I haven't even put the stuff out. Literally, Virginia got here before me because she wasn't affected by the motorway. And I haven't put anything out on the pavement yet. And we can hardly move around. But I thought, well, we'd better just sort of sign in and get started. And just say good morning to everybody, really. And not very much to tell you today. Not a load of new stock in. Nothing very significant, really, just all sorts of little bits and pieces, which we'll have a quick look round for what we can see.
All these lovely groups are
they all responding? You are marvellous, everybody who does sign in to watch us.
Letting the link go into the group, which is great.
It's so appreciated, it really is. And without wishing to be sort of, you know, doom and gloom.
Oh, you? Never.
I may never. I
never.
Know. I'm always so up. But
thank you, Kingswood and Charfield Notice Board, for letting us in.
Yes, thank you. Yesterday was so gloomy in the shop. It was so quiet, and it does make you think to yourself, is my journey really necessary? I did manage to do some bits and pieces and put things online, and did a bit of arty-farty sort of stuff. But really, when I got home last night, I felt twice as tired as I ever do when we are really, really busy, because it's just dull when it's like that. So today's Friday. I'm hoping that we will be busier today, and hoping that we'll be mega busy on Saturday. So fingers crossed. And that's basically it. Do you think of anything we need to announce or say? I think it might be Wotton auction next week. Let's just double check.
So how did the Blues Festival go?
Well, do you know what? This is a terrible thing to say, but I didn't actually hear any of it because we're just sort of far enough up the high street. I didn't hear anything at all. So viewing days for the Wotton auction rooms is the 30th of September. What's the date today? 26th? So
no,
that must
27th,
be 27th. So it must be Monday is viewing day. And then the sale days for the Wotton auction rooms are on the 1st and 2nd of October. So I do hope that you will be coming in to see us.
Do you have a TikTok account?
I do have a TikTok account.
Do you ever put anything on your TikTok account?
I don't believe I do.
Well, do you think you should remedy
that?
I
do think I should.
So
I think there's lots of things I should do.
Simon Meadows says, looking hot today, Fee.
Really?
Wet weather, traffic and delays, flooding suits you.
Well, thank you so much. I think this is what you call sort of wanky hair
My
day.
hair does its own thing.
So,
what's going on with your house? They're selling next door and the other side next door to Simon's house, isn't they? Aren't they? Isn't they?
What, Simon's house? Yeah. I don't know actually. Sexy Simon, who lives just up the road, has been one of our
never comes to see us.
Well, he did actually. Popped in on Friday on his birthday, and yes, he's been one of our longest standing customers. And he's a constant source of
morning,
delight.
Glad you made it.
Yeah, thanks, Jules. Thanks for making your comment as well. Best to be safe, and yes, it was. And there was so much flood water on the way here.
Tony Davey says,
morning, good morning, Tony. Good morning. Thanks for everything you do. We so appreciate it.
I wonder if everyone can hear me.
Yeah, we couldn't hear Virginia very well last time, and we discovered afterwards it's because she'd put her microphone onto her jacket, and then decided to take a jacket off and hang it over the back of the chair. And we hadn't realised, so apologies for the poor sound quality last week.
Mike Wingett,
Morning,
solidly
Mike.
raining here in the Chilterns.
Yay, good to know you're there, my darling, as always.
It's been raining and raining. It's very flooded around the Berkeley area.
Yeah, well, I've got a big well in my back garden, not actually a well as in pulling up water, but a big dip. And that was absolutely fine this morning, so I was surprised about that.
Oh, Mike Simon's saying both sides are selling, no offence taken, ha ha.
So let's.
What's your favourite thing in the shop today?
Oh, that was a bit of a quick question. I think if I pick this up and maybe show you, mind you, I say that it's very heavy. I have got here a rusty cow.
Could use it
on
as a weightlifting
a bath
task
plinth
as well.
Yes, bath stone plinth, and I think that is absolutely gorgeous. So anatomically
See how heavy
correct.
that is. How strong are Fiona's arms?
Oh my God, yes, bit of weight training there. And that's on for 180, and I do think it's absolutely fabulous.
Fiona and Ginny, he's saying. I don't know what that reference is to.
Possibly our hair, because we've both got the same hair. It's funny, we go through spells, and for some reason we've both ended up with the same hair at the moment, which is
no,
weird.
you haven't. You've got good hair. My hair's
you've
crazy.
got great hair.
Oh,
so you might have to get up, Ginger.
What's your favourite
Morning,
Frenchic
Sally.
colour?
What's what?
What's your favourite
My
Frenchic
favourite
colour?
Frenchic colour. Well, I'm a bit of a sort of a boring old fart really when it comes to colours. We've got some fantastic colours in the Frenchic paints, but my favourite one has always been.
Oh, Simon's saying my
Salt of the
favourite
earth.
things in the shop.
Oh, bless you, Simon. You're on one today. You better come down and have a cup of tea with us later. Yeah, Salt of the Earth is my favourite Frenchic colour. This is one from the Lazy range.
Is
but
that the
it's
colour in the
gorgeous.
bathroom here?
No.
Grey.
No. This is just one of the furniture paints, and they are self-priming, self-levelling and self-finishing. They practically paint themselves. If you leave a tin open and a brush beside it and tell it what to paint, go out for half an hour, come back and it's practically done. I wish. So other favourite things in the shop?
People can still use the outdoor paint at this time of year, can't they?
You can, as long as the nighttime temperatures don't drop below 10 degrees for 3 nights
for painting
running.
it? Oh.
That's for painting it and to make sure that it cures. So you can paint it indoors and not actually put it outside until it's fully dry and cured. But I wouldn't paint outside really at the moment unless you check that the nighttime temperature isn't going to drop below 10 degrees. And of course, as we are approaching the winter, you will have to start being a little bit mindful of your Frenchic tins of paint. Don't leave them in your shed and don't leave them in the garage if it's not heated. Best place is either under the sink or under the stairs, somewhere where they're not going to freeze, because once they've frozen, you have ruined them, and that's an expensive mistake to make. So, yeah, just be mindful of that.
What's your favourite alcoholic drink?
Whoa, you're really coming at me thick and fast. Favourite alcoholic drink? Gin and tonic, and I had 2 last night, and I was pretty tipsy, and do you know what? After the day I'd had, it was exactly the gin and tonic that I needed. Any other questions I should be prepared for?
Did you say what are you? The cow is your favourite thing in the
yes,
shop?
Cow's my favourite thing.
What's your favourite technique in painting with Frenchic paint?
There's so many to choose from. I think I'm currently going through a very sort of modernist sort of style where I just pick a colour and paint the piece of furniture and then leave it. My natural sort of thing is to tinker with it and to try different things and add stuff and add texture and maybe do a chippy look, which I love. But at the moment I'm trying to make myself just do a plain piece of painting and then leave it in a very sort of contemporary colour. I'm painting a little corner unit today in the cupboard, which belongs to you, Ginger.
Oh,
You'll be pleased
that sounds
to hear.
a bit like a minimalist style.
Yes, I think I'm trying a bit of minimalist. Not that you'd think I was at all minimalist when you look around the shop, because the shop looks like a bomb went off. And try as I might, I can't seem to do very much about it. And I've just given up the good fight now, and everything is just jammed in. We are getting to the end of our garden stuff, and I will be probably doing a sale, a bit of a flash sale, maybe next week on all the garden stuff. So if anybody wants to come in and have a little look to see what we've got and talk to me about it, I've got some really lovely bistro sets.
Simon saying, when will you become a multi-millionaire? Which is what leads into the question I was going to ask next.
Yes.
Which is if you had £100. No.
I'd be so rich about £100.
£100,000. What would you do with it?
Oh my God! Right now, I'd bloody go off somewhere where the sun was shining. I am
Where would
beyond sick
you
to
go?
death of this weather. Oh, I'm not sure. Somewhere hot and sunny abroad, a long haul flight. I'd watch all the films I could possibly watch on the way there, and then I'd get there and drink lots of pina coladas and just read books and forget all about everything
So it
to
doesn't
do
matter
with
to
normal
you
life.
that you'd have to come back then and still be the same when you got back home, and you'd be released from about 10,000 quid.
Well, no, you said if money was unlimited, pretty much with
No, I
100,000.
said 100,000.
Well, that would be quite
That's
useful.
not unlimited. It disappears in a flash. 100,000.
Yeah, I could get a really nice holiday out of that and get back and crack on with general stuff. The thing is, I do actually love doing what I do. I am finding being in the shop a bit tiresome because when it's quiet on the high street, it is quiet, and that is annoying because you're stuck here. Whereas if I'm at home, I'm very creative and I get on and do all sorts of things, and I really enjoy it, and the time passes quickly. So, it's making me think.
Well, I'm not going to voice my opinion about that because you've always ignored my remedy for that.
Well, it's difficult to paint stuff in the shop because of the space and also not getting paint all over your floor and your other furniture and stuff.
That's not a reason.
Oh, flipping heck, you've come out all guns blazing this morning. Blimey. She normally sits there and doesn't say a word.
I'm trying to...
And I always say to her, join in, ask me questions. And today she's firing at them.
I'm trying to prolong having to get up off my seat.
She's got the dog very comfortably sitting
hearts.
on her lap.
I'm tapping hearts, so I'm your biggest fan. I think you do an amazing job. You work so hard all the time. You've got a tiny little body and you've got the strongest arms in the whole of England and the world. And she can lift any wardrobe.
Yeah, and I've got the biggest attitude and I'm the bossiest person I know. But hey, somebody has to be. And
yes, but we all completely ignore you when you're being bossy, so that's easily remedied.
I think you're going to have to get up, James. You're going to have to. Because you're going to have to. And we're not going to even be able to walk round, really. So we're just going to have to sort of point the camera and,
you're going to have to start paying me more.
Yes, you get a nice big fat chunk of nothing every week. And I just put it up by 10% and you get 10% more of absolutely nothing.
My reward is being in your company.
Simon's
saying,
pay you later.
Come and marry me and I'll keep you in the style to which you're accustomed.
Yes, Simon's okay. The answer's yes. I'll be up later. So we've got some everlasting pumpkins. I did show you these last week and I know we're a little bit early for Halloween.
I think we should make a bit more of a fuss about that proposal.
Yeah,
a live stream from a young, handsome, single man.
Well, that is true.
You just treat it like it's every day of the week she gets a proposal from a handsome young man.
I can't deny it, I do.
Oh my God, sorry.
She said modestly. Anyway, going back to pumpkins. These lovely everlasting pumpkins. A bit early for the Halloween bit, I know. However, I've been to 2 or 3 shops where they've got Christmas stuff already, and we haven't even had Halloween, so I'm just drawing the line at Christmas.
Fiona LP is saying, morning Fifi, you rock. When you gonna get poached for a TV show, a lady on an Antiques Roadshow style show?
Well, there's a thought. That's a very kind compliment.
Young, ha ha ha. You are young.
Well,
you'll always be young to us.
No, Simon's young. Yes, Simon's really young.
Yes.
I actually applied this week for my bus pass. Don't you know? I had to do it online and everything. It was all so grown up. But anyway, they've acknowledged it and it's being sorted.
Oh my gosh,
and do you know why I want my bus pass? Because there is a high-speed bus stop near me. Look at the dog. Just opposite where I live. And I want to catch the bus to Wells down in Somerset. I want to take a flask and a basket.
A flask, darling.
And I want to take a Scotch plaid blanket to put over my knees.
Oh my God.
And I just want to sit and watch the world go by and accept the fact that I'm actually old.
Mike Wingett says money is overrated.
Not in my world, it's not, because there's not much of it, and I'd like a lot more of it.
So you want to do the trip to Wells? Then?
Yes, Wells in Somerset, just because I've been to Wells a million times, but to actually go on a bus with my free bus pass, because I'm now that old, would be amazing. So that's as soon as I get it, that's where I'm going. Maybe, Ginge, we could do a live on the bus to Wells.
Signal.
and we could tell everybody
Connection.
where we lived along
Simon's
the A37.
saying, surely you mean your young person's rail card.
I don't know if the bus pass includes railways. I don't suppose it does it? No.
I doubt it.
Shall I show you this, just because we should be actually doing some work instead of doing nothing really very much? £7.95. Look at that. It's a lovely starfish ball and some, what is this? This is not mother of pearl. Is it mother of pearl?
Yeah.
Shell in a nice ball, and I just thought that was rather lovely.
Tracy Allen is saying, good morning,
Tracy.
You're as old as you feel. Age is just a number.
And in that
I feel
case,
like I should know Tracy Allen. I don't know.
You do know Tracy. She pops in several times, and she's always on the antiques hunt for stuff. Yeah, she's lovely. So's her husband, and they come in here and they jolly me along, which somebody needs to. Look at this dog, and I think that's just hysterical. He's had enough of the world, and that's just the way he is. Perhaps I feel the same. Shall I just show everybody this fish stall, just because I love this? I put it outside yesterday, and then it promptly started to rain, and I had to bring it back in again, which is so annoying. 175 for a really, really sturdy,
That's
dead
not
chunky.
painted by you.
No, this is exactly how it came. Beautiful colours. Got the fish head here, fish tail there, and yeah, I just love it.
So if you had your time over again, what advice would you give to your younger self?
Oof. 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 Well, I would say that 10 years ago, when I left the estate agency world, I had £1,000 in the bank. I woke up and I thought, I can't do this anymore. And I had no idea what I was going to do. And this is where I'm at now. And I'd say I've still got £1,000 in the bank, and I still don't really know what I want to do.
More than what you told me.
And the only thing I can say is that for the last 10 years, I have been doing all the things that I really love doing. And I've met some really fabulous people. And
it's better than doing deposit returns.
Oh, anything's better than doing deposit returns, that's for sure. God, that still gives me the chills and the shudders now doing deposit returns. But yes, it is just a shame, I think, that due to world circumstances, high streets and things do seem to be declining. And although I do my best to big it up all the time,
well, we're
no
all
denying.
victims of our own laziness in using Amazon. I'm to blame. I know I try to modify my Amazon use, and I do think, oh, I'll use Dunelm instead, I'll use Boots instead, I'll try and use any kind of shop instead of Amazon. But Amazon brings it like 5 minutes later, and they have got the monopoly, and it's ruining the high street. And it's silly because we're all doing it and saying it, and the high street's just closing down around
people
us.
like little old me with my little old shop, which is a very, very touchy, feely sort of shop, and that's including the fact that I give out free cuddles to just about everybody.
Oh my God, we'd be deluged today.
And so I think with this sort of shop, you do need to be able to come in and see the items, because though I post lots of pictures, it's nice to come in and actually have a look and see everything. And we've got so much stuff. I mean, you can see we're just jammed in some really nice artwork. I've got things here which I don't understand why it's still here. Look at this one, Ginge. 120.
I think it's still here because of the lack of consumer confidence at the moment, and things which are out of your control. It's nothing to do with your extreme talent. Tracy Allen is saying, don't get lovely antiques on Amazon. Well, that's a true statement.
That's true. Yes, that is true.
And
you don't get the personal service and the banter and the chat and the free coffee and all the rest of it. So yes, it's one of those dilemmas. It is a dilemma. We either all go over to online and digital, and that's just the way that it is, and we say goodbye to first class service and good old fashioned shops, or we all have to make a massive effort to try very hard to use the local shops instead. Otherwise they will be gone. And it's a bit gloomy to say that, but you know what, guys and girls, it's a state of the affairs. So we'll wander down here.
Tracy's saying, absolutely love popping in to see you.
Oh, well, we love it when you do, Trace. So anytime you're passing, do come in. I thought this was a nice little mixture, the green glass sort of brigade here. I love these different shaped bottles. This big bottle at the back is big enough to put in £2 coins. So if anybody's thinking of having a nice bottle to collect coins in, this one's not quite big enough for a £1 coin, and that one maybe or not. I haven't tried it, but I know that one will take
your
it.
Favourite niece.
Who's that? My favourite niece, Sarah. Bless her little heart, warning me
You've only
today
got one niece.
about the
Mike Wingert saying, a pal of mine in London went to school with Jeff Bezos, she says he was very ordinary. Yeah, he caught the wave, didn't he? He caught
really
the wave
did.
of the tech inventions of things that now monopolise our lives.
Well, yes. I wish there was something that I discovered that I was kind of like, I think the best invention ever was cat's eyes. Don't you think it'd be a marvellous thing to have invented something like cat's eyes?
Definitely wasn't the internet. I'm really getting sick of the internet.
So I just thought I'd mention this beautiful big commercial sort of bench which came out of a florist shop.
Live streaming on the internet.
It's actually on for 525, but you know what? Somebody wants it for 400. I'm feeling generous. I mean, for God's sake, it is gorgeous. It's got lovely old-fashioned casters on it. It's chunky. It's got a bottom shelf, which you can't see. It's got the cartwheels in the way. It's just lovely. These great big pots. Would do a deal on anything to do with the outside stuff at the moment. In fact, we'd do a deal on just about anything. Stuff it. I'm in the mood. Nice desk here, 155.
If you buy something, you can also go out to dinner and Fiona will buy you dinner.
Now, that's taking it slightly too far, but hey, it's getting desperate, so we might. Let's just wander, shall we? What am I painting currently? I know. Yes, I picked up a sideboard this week. A bit narrower than this one. Sorry, excuse me. A bit narrower than this one and a bit wider. A bit more sort of delicate, maybe. I've picked it up and I cannot wait to start painting it, and I'm going to go all out mad. I'm going to paint it in the Frenchic Hot Lips, which is the brightest of bright telephone box reds, and then I'm going to do some gold handles, gold embellishments, possibly gold legs, and the insides will be gold, just to be a bit festive.
Simon's saying, I'll give you 50 quid for that rocking horse. I think so that he can have the dinner thrown in.
Now, when I said deal, Simon, I was being slightly more sensible than that. I think coming down from 800 or whatever it's on for to that price would be just a little bit more than even I could stomach, given the fact that everything's a bit at the moment. So
we're going into the Christmas gift phase almost.
Don't tell me that.
Not us, because we never buy each other Christmas gifts.
No, we don't. Look, I'm just sort of, I'm just trying to be a little bit commercial here and show you these. Look at these, £250 for the pair. Little side chairs, hall chairs, such lovely condition, so pretty. They're still available, much to my amazement. We've got the beautiful bomb chest around there, which is lovely. I can't quite get to it because it's got the fire pit in the way. I have to say, everybody, I'm sick to death of carrying this bloody great big cumbersome and heavy steel fire pit in and out every day. It's on for £144.95 and somebody can have it for £100. But they have to buy it this weekend because I really don't want to be carrying it anymore. I think I did actually tweak my back on it on
Has it got a rain hole
Thursday.
In it?
Yes, it's got a rain hole in it. And we might still have an Indian summer, she said, please God. And then it would be really nice to have it.
Definitely will.
So, yes, I mean, I can't say fairer than that. 144, somebody can have it for £100. It's a really good, heavy cast iron fire pit. What you should do
is a sale, but you do it on a time-restricted basis, so it's an hour.
Oh my God! Well, I mean, sometimes I don't
1
see
hour
anybody.
long, and people have to come in between the hour of 1 and 2 in the afternoon, and during that hour they'll get 20%
Actually,
off.
what they just have to do is just come in and sneak up on me, and say, "What about that?" And I go, "Yeah, whatevs. Here you go.
Well,
have
of
it."
course, we must put a caveat in there that this is me getting on my sister, protect my sister.
Oh God, what are you going to say now?
There's a lot of work that goes into what you do.
Oh my God, there's masses of work.
I don't like you to undercut yourself.
No.
Simon's saying, I like this more chatty, more informal type of live. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. You're so funny.
Well, I don't feel like we're doing anything commercial.
Funny. So, you don't like my flash sale?
How about this Italian platter? Look at that. That's just such a fab thing. It's on for £69.95. I mean, hashtag find another. I just think that is absolutely gorgeous.
I love it. I'd have it.
Yes, it's just
put it on the wall and have it as
you could put a plate.
Cheer you up, beautiful thing. Sally's saying, good morning, parsnips. How much of the large mirror next to the curtains and the pink sofa? Well, there's a question.
Well, there you go. That's my darling Sallage. Well, the big grey mirror, Sally, which is French and very gorgeous and lots of scrollies, and it's got 2 mirrors on it, so that's on for 195. But, you know, we're feeling generous, so we'll do a massive deal on it for you. And Sally, if you haven't seen this, look at this beautiful...
Pink sofa, she said.
Yeah, I'll find that in a minute. I have to walk round to that. Beautiful lamp base here. It just reminds me of driftwood and shabby chicy sort of stuff. The base is on for 224, which sounds awfully expensive, but it is absolutely gorgeous. And again, you know, flipping heck, let's do a deal on it. The lampshade is actually made by one of our lovely shop ladies down the road. £65. She makes lampshades, and she said, "I'll just put that one on your lamp base for you for the time being." And I love it, but they don't have to be sold together.
Do you know?
I think it's Make and Mend. I can never remember the name of the shop, which is terrible. Her name is Marion. It's next to Walker's the Bakers, and she is lovely, and the shop is fabulous.
Well, so you've gone around there now. I've got to come.
Well, I'm just going to tell you what the cost of this little pink sofa is, which is so pretty.
Sorry, I'm trying to navigate the no
it's
space.
It's in really good condition, and it's on for 325. But room for manoeuvre. I know I'm saying that there's room for manoeuvre in all these things because I do need the space, and
in winter it's harder to put things outside, so
it really is. So yeah, and there's these sorts of things, these lovely sort of Indian chunks of wood. There's another one under here, and I just love these with a great big fat pillar candle on them, and you just let the wax all come down over them. They're just great.
If this wasn't your shop and you came into this shop, you'd be going,
love
ooh,
it.
Ooh, ah.
If this wasn't my shop and I came into it, or if I was driving through this town and I saw my shop with the stuff I normally have outside, I would have to drive round and round and round until I found a parking space.
It's easier than
I'd
that
have
to
to
get
come
a
in.
parking space in Wotton.
Absolutely, but if there wasn't a space, I would keep going until I could come in and have a look at my shop.
You are your number one supporter.
I am. I love my shop and I love my stuff. And I'm always amazed if other people don't, but on the whole, people do. But I think people have just been cautious. Nice old-fashioned fire bucket here. That's on for £23.95. Look good in the garden with a plant in it, or just put sand in it.
I'm just going to find my way through this.
Yeah, we have to navigate back.
Trying to hold the
Look,
camera.
we've got all this garden stuff here, this big heavy statuary, and some beautiful big heavy pots. Don't know why these two didn't go. They're just lovely. They've got cherubs on them. They're beautifully weathered. They're a lovely shape. Now's the time to be planting your spring tulip bulbs and daffodil bulbs, and these would look lovely painted up. Let's just say 20% off the garden stuff. Come in and see me. God,
Sally is saying it's one of the best shops ever, and I wish I could pop in every day.
Oh, salad. Not that you're at all biased, my darling. The fact that I've known you since we were
Mummy
about
eyes.
20, and we know we've been through thick and thin together. Shall I swap round? Because otherwise you're going to fall over. Lovely pink wardrobe. Don't know why I've still got this one. It's £250 for goodness sake. It's a quality pine wardrobe. I've painted it with my very own hands, and the inside has been painted in Salt of the Earth, which, as I said earlier, was my favourite Frenchic colour. It's a real neutral, but it goes with everything. And the outside's this lovely subtle pink. I think I need to put some WD-40 on the hinges there.
Sally's saying anything for £2.99.
£2.99. Yeah, that was so funny. Only Sal and I will know what that means, but it was at an airport and we were hugging each other and saying £2.99. It was hilarious, but you had to be there. And yeah, Sally and I have gone back so many years that yes, and what was that other thing? Lieutenant. And Sally will know what that means. She'll know what that means. Anyway.
So I'd just like to say, if anybody is viewing this stream and hasn't followed, please hit the follow button, and please share and like and comment, because it helps Fiona's algorithm.
Oh yes,
she has difficulty with algorithms.
Yes, I have difficulty with anything to do with computers. Full stop.
Immediately after the broadcast, it gets downloaded and uploaded into YouTube, and if you could go and subscribe to the YouTube channel, that would help, because it's a route to monetization for Fifi, and she needs every
dime she can get. This is a damsel in distress, and she needs some dimes. Any dimes needed by me. So
Mike is saying that pink wardrobe is pennies, so cheap, incredible value.
It is. Thank you, Mike. It really is.
Loveliest.
Let me just quickly show you that over there. Look, look. I dried these flowers from my garden. Aren't I clever and up with the happening, people. Those lovely hydrangeas, the alliums, and some eucalyptus and some gypsophilia. And I hung them all upside down on my curtain pole and dried them. And then I whacked them into these beautiful big rustic pots, which I've only just put onto the system. $35.95 for that one, and $44.95 for this 2.5 gallon vintage earthenware pot. I just love those. And coming up to sort of the autumns and the winters, filled with big displays of red berries and old man's beard and all that sort of stuff, they can just look fabulous. So if anybody wants to have any sort of help with Frenchic painting projects even, and they're not sure where to start, then just come in and see me. I'm more than happy to talk you through it. If you want to learn how to do decoupage,
Mike's saying,
can
you hold up the Italian plate again, please?
The Italian plate, yes.
I'll just go and
grab it and bring it up to the top room. Just bear with me.
You've been such a good boy.
There we go.
Boy today, Pads. Are you?
Here we go, everybody. There is the Italian plate again. It's absolutely lovely, made in Italy. Just gorgeous. Look at the colours on that. Really love it. It's on for $69.95, but hey, we can do something on that if anybody says, yeah, wouldn't that be a fun thing to have on their kitchen table or their sideboard? Now I don't know where to put it, so we'll just put it on the chair.
In my kitchen.
Excuse me. We have got the lovely chair over there, the wickerworky type one. Pads, I know it's getting close to your treat time, isn't it, darling? What about one of these, everybody? This is $64.95.
Thank you, he said.
And it is a peacock chair, and it's in really good condition. They look really fun.
Now?
I don't know, it must be nearly Tuesday.
Okay, that's enough. I'm bored. Let's go.
We must go because I need coffee, and when Virginia needs to go, she needs to go.
We're sending a pallet load of out-of-date medical first aid kits and old tablets, old pads, any sanitary products, anything left over, protein drinks, anything like that, will be going out to Ukraine shortly. We've had such generous offerings from people. This will be our 3rd pallet going, so please support Ukraine if you can. Sally's saying, is the chair in the top room blue or purple fabric?
This Victorian one is the most beautiful regal purple, absolutely gorgeous. It's on for $3.95, but hey, we'll do a deal on everything.
Oh my goodness, she's been loosened from her grip today.
But it is a beautiful, beautiful chair, if that's the one you mean, because I can't see any others in here that would.
She's just saying the top room.
Yeah, this is the top room.
The chair in the top room. There's another chair over there.
That chair is obviously nice
she
burgundy
says blue
red
or purple, so she must.
I think it must be that one. There's
purple.
This one over there, which is a sort of a sagey bluey
I think
green.
The comments take a long time to come through. She's saying yes, but we don't know what she's saying yes to now. I think it is that one. Yes, it's that one.
And it's a beautiful chair, that one.
It is. It's gorgeous. Very well upholstered.
I actually secretly bought that for myself, but then I don't have room for it in my lounge. I just fell in love with it, so that's why it's in the shop. But it's actually one that I bought for me because I just love the colour, and the chair itself is in such good condition. So that's it, everybody. Thank you for being there. So if you had to offer comfort to your viewers, what would you tell them? Oh, what sort of a question is that? Oh, eat cake. Lots of cake. She's laughing her socks off behind there. She just does this to me every time. What's the meaning of life? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is I'm going to eat a lot of cake today and sod the waistline. I don't care anymore.
Okay, thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.
Bye for now.